from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Denver Broncos taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, it's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 30.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 84 yards.
And while they locked up the #1 seed last week, I don't expect them to change what they do in the running game. I expect them to continue to play the exact same way, but with a change up in personnel because they want to make sure that their #1 guy has fresh legs for the playoffs.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
On the tackle.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watts. Smith catches left side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Buying time to his left. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on first down with Akers. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a run with Akers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On 3rd and 2, Watts into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 63 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Locke. Over the middle, complete. It's Ford. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a gain of 6.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On play action, Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
Sack. A fumble on the play.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Locke. And the pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Watts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Watts. And he'll find Pittman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on third and long. Watts. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over. First down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on first and 10. To throw it is Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Here's Swift. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
The ball carrier.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Watts on the crossing route. He hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll run on first down. Akers.
Cam Akers. The
tackle that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Now a toss running left, Akers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Watts eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
One more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Jonathan Abram. The 2nd down pass.
If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. After the turnover, here's Locke. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Locke working out of the gun. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watts. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Back to throw. Watts. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Cowboys.
Throwing on 1st down. Watts. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll start with an NFC East battle and a classic one, New York and Philadelphia. And in the second quarter, it is the Eagles who are out in front. Miles Sanders with a touchdown run. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Dwayne Haskins throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And that game's all tied up as they play the visiting LA Rams. Meanwhile, in our game, not much happening on the scoreboard. Just a lone field goal in that first half. For the call of the second half, maybe we can get a touchdown, fellas. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Lock. And his throw here's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Lock completes this one to Meredith. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
And
looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
First down, Akers. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Going right back to Akers. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd and 2, Watts. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Watts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The first down. And that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Denver's offense ready to go again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. You might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 43-yard line.
Lock going to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Operating from the gun. Lock. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From midfield, here's Locke. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Kyle Van Noy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watts, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it, and he goes out right around the 39. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run here with Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Watts. Open man is Kirk, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 29-yard line.
So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Pass.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. Gets it to Meredith, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
The throw over the middle taken in. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
Blocked pass. Complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
I certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The stop.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. To throw on 3rd down. Watts.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Steps away to his left.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
They'll run here with Akers.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Catches left side. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. And it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
From the gun on 3rd down. Watts is caught at the 7-yard line.
Watts pass.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. He's he's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On fourth down, Watts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Fourth down pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So for Dallas, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for Denver, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.